What's up, guys? Second video today. I'm getting a lot of questions about wah-wah tone, and the thing with wah-wahs is you got to try a bunch of them, because there are really good ones and there are really, really bad ones that just won't cut through the mix. And no matter what you really do to them, you know, you got to change a bunch of components, and by the time you're changing out components, what do you really have, you know? So the wah-wah tone I look for is pretty distinctive, and there are always a few things I'll do right away when I get a new one, or when I get mine, or if I'm gigging with one, you know. This is actually my early '67 Clyde McCoy picture wah. This is number 51, so it's extremely early. It's before they were stamped with the eye in the front, and the sticker actually says serial number on it. So it's a pretty rare old wah. This came from Wally Todd, and Wally is intricate in the song Louie Louie. So I'm gonna pop it open and I'll show you what I usually look for. You know, one of the a few of the mystiques about the wah-wah and the things that make them so magical is in there they have an inductor, and I'll show you that in a minute. All an inductor is a pickup, and some of the magic is how microphonic, or how they just pick up so many ambient sounds when you're playing them, and that's where you get that insane wah-wah tone. You know, I really know too much about wah-wah pedals as it is. So you can see here we have your inductor. This would be the Halo inductor. It's a 2-slot. You know, so you have your inductor here. You have your Arco caps. Sometimes on the scripts you'll see the tropical fish caps. Those are great as well. I like the roundness that I hear in these caps, and I do hear a difference, A being them. Your Ducati cap, and sometimes you will find like a Telefunken BC10 transistor in here, and they won't necessarily be as gainy to me in a wah-wah, but these seem to be working right now. I have one that's a little noisy, but I'm just dealing with it because I love it. The classic Icar pot, you know, one of the things I always like to have. They have the amazing throw, and these would wear out, and the amount that they would wear out would really be pronounced in the playing. You know, so I tend to find them fully working, but just worn, and they work amazing. And I have a few friends that feel the same way. That you know, you can't go wrong with an Icar pot. Good replacement. You know, if your Icar pot does go, I would contact Kyle Chase over at Chase Tone. He put a lot of R&D development into not only wah-wahs alone, but reconstructing an aged Icar pot, and they sound amazing. I have a few as backups, and I've put them in wahs, and they sound great. They sound really, really good. So getting into it, a little mod that you can do on a wah-wah is, if you feel as though your wah is too bassy or too trebly, you can control the amount of sweep in the throw by adjusting the pot gear manually. And I have mine set up where I want it, so I'm going to try to show you this without changing anything. So what you would do is, if you're visualizing this arm coming down, moving this gear, you would want to loosen this loop. You get your loop loosened, and now you can set this back more if it's too bassy. I mean, if it's too trebly, or if it's too bassy, you can set it forward more, so you'll get to the treble sooner. And that's basically what you want to do. So you can back this arm off, and you can test little spots. You know, like I said, I found the spot that I like, so it's going to stay there. You know, it'll stay right there. And you get it to click in, and you know, that's pretty much home for me. That's where I like them. So, and it can give you a wide range of dynamic tones. So, you know, I'm always searching for more stuff. And on my wahs that I gig with, I do true bypass them. I just feel as though they are clearer when they're true bypassed. You know, because most wah-wahs would come with non-true bypass. So I'll just get a replacement Carling switch that is a true bypass switch, and I'll put it in there. I just feel like they are clearer for some reason to my ear. I feel like even when you're not playing it, when it's clicked off, I feel as though your sound is clearer. When you're playing it and it's true bypassed, I feel like it's clearer, and I'm a fan of that. And other than that, what I'll do just to maintain these is I'll always make sure this iCar pot is clean. I'll spray it with some Deoxit Fader D5, and I'll take a Q-tip and I'll run them inside the jacks and clean them up. You know, so that's basically my wah-wah maintenance. And you know, I'm always on the quest for a great wah-wah tone, but I think there comes a point where you have to say I'm done, and this has done it all for me. And a few of my friends are pro players. They've played it, and you know, they're always asking how much it is, because it sounds really, really good. And this is the one in all the videos you hear. I'm playing this one, and it's just been great to me, and it's just got a really haunting sound. So that's it. There's a couple of wah-wah tips, but that's a really cool mod that I suggest everybody try and get familiar with, because your signature wah-wah tone could be locked inside your wah and you just don't know it, and all it takes is a little turn of a screw, you know. So if you would want it more treble, you would rotate the pot this way. If you would want more bass, you would rotate the pot this way. So guys, thanks. There's a little look into my wah-wahs. Have a good one. Peace.